Today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Cardinal Burke calling the SSPX schismatic. Now, Cardinal Burke was interviewed by Matt Fradd on Pints for Aquinas, and Matt Fradd asked Cardinal Burke the question. Cardinal Burke didn't actually go out of his way to call them schismatic, but he did. He did call them schismatic when asked about the situation of the SSPX. And so it's interesting. Now, Cardinal Burke, I would say first off that Cardinal Burke is he the most Catholic cardinal in the College of Cardinals? I don't know, or maybe the most Catholic cardinal that's voting eligible. Like, if he were elected pope, would he be the best pope out of all the cardinals? Out of any of the cardinals you could choose to be pope, would Cardinal Burke make the best pope? I guess is the question. Anyway, I don't mean to trash Cardinal Burke because I do think he is really solid, and I have quoted him on several videos, but I do want to analyze the situation here. So, Cardinal Burke, he was ordained a priest by Pope Paul VI. He was named a bishop by Pope John Paul II. He was named a cardinal by Benedict. And so Benedict's Summorum Pontificum nullified John Paul II's Ecclesia Dei, where John Paul II excommunicated the SSPX bishops. So Cardinal Burke, I don't understand how he doesn't apply Ecclesia Dei to the situation of the SSPX. And then furthermore, Pope Francis, who Burke says that he thinks is now the validly elected pope. So Burke isn't, a Benedict is Pope guy. He fully thinks that Francis is Pope. Cardinal Burke, I guess, defies the directives by Pope Francis, or the declaration of Pope Francis that the SSPX are eligible, or I guess he gave them faculties to say confessions and to perform marriages. Now, if a pope is saying that, um, a priest can say or can absolve sins in the sacrament of confession, then what that means is that he's a valid priest. So then anything else that they would do would be valid. So Francis acknowledged that the SSPX are legitimate priests in the Catholic Church. So I don't really understand Burke's comments other than the fact that he was fully ingrained into this Vatican II era under Paul VI, John Paul II, and maybe he feels like he has some loyalty to those guys. But anyway, I think that Church Militant, Tim Gordon, Patrick Coffin, all the SSPX haters are going to have a field day with this. Now, like I said, Cardinal Burke, if you look on YouTube, there's a number of videos of Cardinal Burke saying that the SSPX are schismatics. And this isn't just from this past year. This is from 8 years ago, a number of years ago, and there's a number of videos. So Cardinal Burke has at least been consistent even through the declarations of Pope Francis and the and Summorum Pontificum. So I think, this SSPX thing, it's just going to consistently be a debate. But the fact remains that who kept their churches open during the shutdowns? Was it any of the bishops in the United States? How many bishops in the world kept their churches open during the shutdown in March, April of 2020? It was the SSPX kept some of their churches open. I know that. They didn't keep all of them open, but they kept some of them open. And someone like Taylor Marshall, I don't expect to hear from him about this at all. But I think that any kind of these comments, and any of these comments by Cardinal Burke or any really prominent figure, especially ones that we respect, I think I just need to talk about the issues, what these figures are saying, and I like to let you know. I don't want to sugarcoat anything and say Cardinal Burke, I agree with 100% of everything he says, but I think that we need to bring these issues into the forefront. And a lot of people, they say, oh, I don't really want to talk about the SSPX. Well, okay, they don't have to because I will. And Church Militant's going to talk about it, and they're going to tell you not to go. And if the situation comes down to it, If they're the only mass available, are you just going to stay home and watch your live stream Novus Ordo? And I think someone like Kennedy Hall, and he's on the Meaning of Catholic channel. Kennedy Hall attends the SSPX, and I think he's really solid. And so it's not, the SSPX isn't just for crazy lunatics. There's normal people that go to the SSPX. I've actually never been to an SSPX mass, but I think that it should be okay to go. Like, would you want your kids raised in the balloon mass, or would you want them raised in a Latin mass where they're being taught the Catholic faith? And so I think this is a pretty interesting issue. Now I see some comments here. Kennedy Hall. So I think the whole idea here is basically, do you like, I respect Cardinal Burke, but you need to take a look at what the different people are saying. So Father Z says it's fine to attend an SSPX mass. A lot of people say if you're driven to the SSPX mass by a spirit of disobedience, don't go. But if you want to go because you want to attend the Latin mass and it's your closest Latin mass available, that's fine. I think that's the case even with the diocesan Latin mass. If you're driven to a diocesan Latin mass by a spirit of disobedience, then that's not the right intentions, and it's not going to be as spiritually beneficial as it would be if you're just checking it out, see what they have to offer. So it's a case with anything. It's a case of prudence, moderation, any of those uh, any of those virtues. So anyway, that's all I have to say on that. I just wanted to bring this topic up, and you'll probably hear about it on some of these SSPX hater websites, but I just wanted to let you know my thoughts. I linked it in the video description. You can watch the video clip to see what Cardinal Burke says. He's really not that hostile towards the SSPX. He calls them schismatics, but then he says, "Well, I respect them. They are teaching solid, the solid Catholic faith." So I don't really understand. Maybe for him, it's just a situation of like signing a piece of paper or something. But in practice, um, I don't really know where Cardinal Burke's coming from. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm going to keep letting you know this information as it comes up. We are the laity, and we will not be silent.